This is one where, you know, I think they could expect to just run away with it again. But let's see if fnatic and this cobbled together squad can offer up some resistance here. Banjo already tagged, and oh man, triple face over towards the top of ramp. Hampus on the receiving end, and phzy's there to find another. That's going to trigger a bit of a response here, getting into B, moving in quickly. Pepsaw having to concede, and he does get chased down. phzy finding that opener in the head-to-head. I won't tell anyone if you don't worry. Misses that big old spam over in middle, but does live to tell the tale, and just his presence in mid is nuisance enough. You're always looking over your shoulder. Now you've got to fight forward, and they do deal with Plopski. phzy over here at Tetris, dancing around, trying his best to isolate these fights. He's in with the first, but now it's him and him alone, and there's that swing. phzy with the closer. And so fnatic, they find another pistol round here to open up Vertigo.
Again, sick round out of Vertigo. He 3K'd the opening pistol back on Mirage on their T side, and right there reading the flank coming in late from S-Tag, does drop him, finding 3 kills. Very nice stuff for fnatic, who basically won the round off of the ramp fight. It got a bit weird in the mid, but under control on the retake. fnatic, let's see if they can do anything with this pistol in the pocket. I'd imagine with a bomb plant, NiP might want to invest. So let's see what they put together in this second round. For fnatic, it's a bit of breathing room. Well earned. Rez, he's got a hero gun. Nothing else around this. Got to put it to good use. phzy first on the chop and block. Head knocked off. It's Rez with a double. Great entry work up on A. And NiP are going to flood in.
Okay, one rifle had to do it all, and right now it's trying its best to stand and deliver. 2 to the good already, and even dodging the nade softens up Poison, and that lets Hampus clothesline him. Attempts to go deep, and will end up going down at the hands of that famous poised in elevator. Regardless, this isn't really a round you want to attempt retaking. 2 on 4, you've already lost control of the site. Just going to get out of there and try to hold on to these M4s, I guess.
That one hurts.
Singular, as it turns out.
Even worse, Harry.
Yeah.
Sick round out of Rez. I mean, this is the guy, right? We already saw only a few rounds on NiP's T side at the end of Mirage, but he was just knocking fools down, man. He was lights out, so no shocker to see him with a hero gun. Puts it to perfect use, and NiP, they flip the script immediately. fnatic don't even get those bonus rounds, that breathing room that is often afforded by a pistol. And Hampus is getting loud. Yeah, as well, the setup is really cool. Like, the teams, I presume, are right next to each other. There are 2 booths side by side. Obviously, can't see anyone. Oh, but you can hear them, I can assure that. So NiP trying to get in fnatic's heads. They're probably already there.
What's more fun, watching someone yelling, getting in the head of the opponent, or someone yelling, then gets absolutely bodied as they fire up their opponent? What's your favorite out of the 2?
Oh, it's always funny when things come back to haunt you, I guess, but
yeah, a bit
like,
of Schadenfreude, I think it's called.
Yeah, not me, but I just don't have the expectation there, Harry, that fnatic are gonna flip this one round out of nowhere. Mirage didn't really give me much hope. And this round isn't either. Smoke spams connecting. And NiP perfecting the T side. Poison's got the deep peek on the scout. Won't connect his shot, though. They're already out wide. Oh, Poison. If only it was a headshot. Now it's 5 on 3, and NiP have the world at their feet. They can go anywhere. B's completely empty as well. Banjo's just peeled back out of middle to stack the A site. This molly is perfect. Banjo's not going to get there in time to smoke it. He won't even throw it. phzy moves out wide, and
hang on.
they all turned away. Luckily, Rez comes out from nowhere and gets a trade kill, and phzy falls as well off the floor. Down 50 stories. So, NiP, they're the one writing the script right now, and we got a full eco for fnatic.
Oh no, I see headphones coming off.
Shouting into the tech.
Yeah.
Can't talk in a tech, you can shout at your opponent.
Right at the end of the round, yeah.
And then you call the tech force. Tactical move, that's what we know.
You've got to appreciate, you know, the brains on NiP there for figuring that one out. Right, guys, if you want to say anything, if you want to get in their heads, you've got about 3 seconds, then we're calling the tech.
Rez's screen died mid-round, and
wait, what?
I don't know how he still got,
he still got
a double, I think, but take it. I guess it died after he got the kills.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
It just died and then it went off. And Poison, and then came back on rather. Poison requested a 60 hertz monitor for Rez.
Is that how you nerf it?
I think that's I think that's actually a good tactical outplay from Poison.
It's like the Mario Kart effect, you know? Better players have to play with, you know, 40 hertz, 30 hertz. How low can we go?
Maybe less hertz is better.
Oh.
Right? Because we've all felt the buttery smoothness of, I say we all have. If you haven't, you're missing out.
Yep.
But we've all felt the smoothness that, you know, 240 hertz brings.
Hard to go back.
It is hard to go back. But what if you went really back? You know, what if you go all the way back to basics?
Stone Age.
5 hertz monitor.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work.
Because then there's less pixels. It's like looking at a series of photographs, you know? That's like why with crime scene investigations, they take a still frame of someone as opposed to just having the video, right? Hugo, I'm making a good case for you.
You've lost me here.
Because it's easy to identify. You know, I don't think it's about movement changes or anything in crime investigations. You ever been investigated for a crime, Hugo?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Run away with all of them.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
The key is you leave no witnesses.
Oh. Oh.
Because you give them 5 hertz monitors and they can't recall a thing.
Yeah, it just blows their mind. It's too much or too little, I guess. Right, so they've bought out all the stops for Rez. They've given him a new PC,
wow.
new monitor, you name it, he's got it.
For him. Quick highlight recap. phzy's had a good series today. I don't think anyone could argue against that. He had his impact back on Mirage. He tried his best. A lot of D kills, a lot of headshots. I think he had 75% headshot on that head-to-head graphic in the best segment. So very spiffy.
Yeah, you know, I kind of want to, you know, flipping it around and talking about fnatic, I kind of want to see more out of phzy. Like, this guy was touted as the sub for this squad for a little while, you know, even back when he was in Fnatic Rising originally. So, you know, I was kind of expecting more. I felt like he was going to come in and show us a lot, and he's kind of been pretty underwhelming thus far. I can imagine this isn't ideal circumstances, but I want to see what he can do.
Yeah, he was the first addition, right? Like, even before Fnatic Rising got built, when we talked about that first season of Academy League, it was the case of Fnatic were actually a roster that we didn't know until day one. Like, they didn't submit their roster until the day of the event, the morning of the event. And phzy, even prior to that, was one of the players who was on the list, on the backup substitute list for Fnatic as well. So they've wanted this guy for a while. He's been, you know, obviously not in the main team for a while, but on the, you know, one of the talking points on the chopping, not the chopping block, the opposite. What's the opposite of the chopping block?
The spooning sphere.
The spooning sphere. He's been on the spooning sphere for a while, and so yeah, I guess it's hard to focus on phzy when you're someone like Alex here, when you've got those other pieces of Poison who you've not played with before, other than a couple of qualifiers, and Banjo as well. Like, there's a lot of things going on inside this team, but that is certainly going to take away from phzy's performance. But yeah, I'd like to see him step up and have a couple of good games here in this tournament. Thinking tomorrow, though, Fnatic's game is against LFO. And while LFO definitely impressed on Inferno against G2 today, like, that might be... I heard someone earlier on the desk say that might be Fnatic's only win. Well, in my head, I'm thinking that might be LFO's way to get in as well, right? When you got Fnatic looking this tamed right now. So who knows? But I think that's going to be a super interesting matchup for hate to say it, but to see who's going last in the group.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't sound the fanciest, but you know, it's still interesting. It definitely is. Mate, you know, you touched upon, you know, like the addition of Poison to this Fnatic team right now. I can imagine, you know, like in the pitch when they were trying to figure out, you know, who do we bring in now that we've gotten rid of Smooya? What are we going to do? And they're looking at the event list of what's coming up, and they're going, guys, Pro League's right around the corner. We're just going to have to pick our Poison. It's Regali or Smooya. And then guy in the call's like, oh, you picked Poison. Nice, okay. And then they go, they hit him up, and now he's here. I don't know if that's how it happened for real.
Probably not.
But it could have.
It's a good theory. It's a working theory, we call it. Yeah, that sucks for Regali as well, man. You know, obviously we've been behind this guy since season 1 of WoW, where he looked really good. You know, fell off a little bit moving forward, but no, you know, no reason to doubt the guy's talent individually. would have been cool to see him here as well. At the same time, Poison been sitting on, you know, the Augurless bench for a while as well. There's a lot of AWPers that, you know, I think we've got our eyes on in 2022. What is going on here? What are we unpacking?
Hello? What are they giving him?
Like earbuds?
Come on. Y'all can do it.
Yeah.
It's an added level of frustration. We all know how hard it is.
He's got
to undo the little cable tie things. Oh, these are a nightmare when you're not on camera to, you know, tens of thousands of people. But he's done it. Hampus, incredible execution. I haven't seen anything like this. Oh man, he's even elongating the wire.
So efficient. So bold. And hopefully soon we will continue, just waiting on that final connection from REZ.
Alex is having a good time. He's typed an entire novel in the chat.
He's just selling ads.
He's just still going. He's just still typing. And S-Tag's even saying, you know, what are you doing? Why are you typing so much? So, you know, that's not quite how he said it. They're really going in on this typing.
But I think look like they're having fun. We all saw the clip at halftime last map, right?
I think that's kind of how you have to approach this, right? You look at it and you go, okay, guys. Yeah, I don't think it could be like the most rousing speech. I don't think this is going to be up there as like the top 10, you know, like speeches from generals right before it all kicks off. But, you know, he goes, all right, boys, we're probably not going to win this, you know. It's very rough circumstances. But let's try to enjoy it. Let's try to grow as players, as a team. Let's try and make something happen and just have fun while we do it. Yeah. Because everyone sounds like they're having a good time. And if what I'm reading in chat is anything to go by, they are.
Yeah.
Or they're losing their minds. Those are actually the two options.
Well, NiP are having a very good time, right? A dominant first map up, taking the lead back on Vertigo, winning that force buy with one gun. And here we go, folks. We're getting back in. Thank you for waiting. Your patience has paid off. As 2-1, we go back to Vertigo. We go back to a full eco for fnatic. And the stomping grounds of NiP will continue.
Good fade on the music as well. I love that. And now we're right back in. Oh, that felt nice, didn't it? Right, just USPs for fnatic. They don't really have a lot to play with in this round. In fact, some would say they've got 5 USPs.
And those sayers, they'd be right. They sneaked all the way over as well. NiP didn't hear anyone cross. That's why they're still being cautious. I mean, snuck, obviously. You can boost on this box that Hampus and S-Tag are standing on. You can get a nice angle to players hiding behind double or default. But NiP just waltz on in. Red carpet rolled out, round already won. fnatic don't know it yet, but at this point they've got to be thinking about it. It's very quiet, guys. It's probably not A, and that will give it away.
I don't know, maybe they think it is A. Someone might have got past somehow.
And now...
Is it a unicorn round? That's really the big question here, because it doesn't get much more exciting than this.
I never like saving USPs, especially when you know they've got 4 guns. Like, there's really no good argument. $300 kill bonus isn't anything, and it's better if you kill 1 player here. Like, you're taking thousands away from NiP. So yeah, they throw themselves in. They do it late. They hope NiP go down with a bomb at worst case, and any kills will be lovely, but none will be allowed. 3-1. 5 up, and it's perfection in pajamas.
Yeah, nice and clean. You know, that was all, like you say, by design for fnatic, coming in so late, hoping, you know, even a dink in the right place with someone near that bomb could have sent them tumbling. But that's where, you know, the Lions just held so valiantly by NiP.
Thinking about it, why don't NiP, like, come out with a custom brand of jerseys that look like pajamas, you know, with like checkered shirts, checkered pants to go with it, like full, maybe dressing gowns. I don't know. There's an angle there. I'll think about it.
That's a cool idea. Hello.
Oh, back to bed with you, S-Tag. Walking smokes. And re-smoked. NiP are locked out of the B site. Oh, even the spam. watching old Hampy boy. He hears the reloads backing up, and he may as well just go back, right back through. So yeah, NiP, they've taken that space immediately.
Little boost up. Give yourself an angle to try and get this opener. Oh, Hampus almost has it delivered to him. Mid-aggression from Alex and Poison. This is nice. This is well timed. They find this gap. And the good thing for Alex, you don't really have to like look to get super activated here, but just having the info, right? Whether he goes and clears B or commits to the A wrap, we'll have to wait and see. But if he goes B, he gets information. If he wraps A, he's going to have kills on the plate. And now he's called for these early rotations over. This is lovely for Alex. This is the man you wanted in this position. Calling the shots now, and he's got all the info. It's all so clear to him. This flank could end the round, and they're lining up nades. He's going to take one and then just run the hell out of there. Don't overextend. Don't give them a route back into B. Force their hand into this A stack.
Yeah, NiP are just going to commit. They know they're not getting given this flank kill. Rez got an entry, but Mezzy up close is providing a kill. Banjo helps out, and Rez suddenly in a clutch that he cannot afford to win. fnatic cannot afford to lose. Bomb retrieved in 13 seconds. Rez goes back for the plant. Will it be the stick? Yes. Full plant, back out as a smoke phase, Banjo with a headshot, and thank goodness fnatic hold on to that round. If you give it away to Rez, that would be devastating given the 5-on-3, the safe play by Alex, and everything fnatic did in that round to win it, and they will. Nice little round out of them. Something to work with here on the CT side. Plays like that from Alex, though, why I like watching this guy play. You know, he just knows that NiP are going to be so paranoid about a flank, and dying there not only is just pointless, but it gives them a route back to B. Even if he recommits late or he goes back up ladder, both of those are better options than fighting for more than one kill. Knows when to quit. phzy's got his teal.
Hearing that ult ring out over at ramp is scary as well, right? I was going to say it makes you more hesitant to fight for this. Alex, of course, then just swings out wide, but there's a smoke down, so it's fine. He's got that little veil of security.
Yeah, you see him crouching. He knows what angles he can be seen by, right? Spamming boosts, making sure no one can pick him. Uh-oh.
Hampus could get caught with nades out, and that's a nice re-aggro from Banjo, right? Hits that little timing, finds a free opener. And now you kind of need this AWP at ramp to be the thing to open up the round. You know, you've still got players outside of B. You've got even Plopski late lurking in through middle. There are certainly other guys who could look to get the opener, but you were hoping phzy's AWP would cancel out something like this. Alex swinging and does come out ahead in that fight. Little awkward now. You don't really have anywhere left to go. You've been shut out of B. You've been shut out of ramp. You had mid control, but now you've given that up as well. You actually have less real estate than when this round started, and you're 3-on-5. This shouldn't be a round for NiP. Let's see if they are able to make anything out of it.
Yeah, double walking A. They want Plopski to try and sell this. He's going to get spotted if he goes through the B stairs by Banjo and Tetris, who's just poking his head out. Oh, caught rotating. 18 seconds. Plopski has him trapped, but they're still holding on to the A site. They know what's up. They've got the numbers to play it. Bomb has come right back, but Plopski cannot hit the shot. And Tag now in a 1v5, just looking to live. No time for it. Getting around the corner. And fnatic on the board with a third. Nice stuff. This is an angle, Harry, I've not thought about. But we often joke about how back at the Academy League, there are a lot of Vertigo games, the Vertigo Academy League, as it were. If anything, things like that are going to play into fnatic's hand, right? Because
that's actually a very good point.
Alan made the point on the desk, which is a very good point, which I think applies to pretty much everyone. Like, yeah, you go to Mirage, you know what you're doing, you know where you're playing. Even if you're in a new spot, you're pretty familiar anyway. The nades are, you know, everyone knows all the nades. It's fine. But actually, I think for players like Banjo and Pepsol specifically, who played, you know, 2 seasons, 3 seasons of a lot of Vertigo, maybe too much Vertigo, they could actually be pretty easy to slot in here on this map.
Yeah, you know, they're going to have a lot more ideas as well, right? And I've seen a lot of, you know, like we've all seen how A executes on Vertigo can shape up, and you kind of start to learn responses to them. You have a very concrete understanding of what you can get away with on these B plays if you're Banjo. You know, yeah, that's actually a very good angle, Hugo. That's certainly going to make this more interesting. And Poison, you know, I feel like if we could get a little more mileage out of the more kind of seasoned veterans of this Fnatic team alongside the academy players finding their footing, yeah, man, I'm not ready to write them off just yet.
This is already more back and forth than Mirage ever was. phzy has walked right by Alex. Who's going to turn around first? Messi doesn't know, but he is a dead man. phzy will get traded. Oh, no, he won't. That's a joke. phzy comes through the smoke and picks Alex. That is such a calamity for Fnatic. They did nothing wrong, but missing timings will cost you rounds. 4 on 3. The rotates are in, but NiP are in no hurry.
Oh no, that can't be how they managed to take the lead. That is going to sting. If this ends up being a NiP round, that's going to hurt Fnatic. They've not let their foot off the gas yet. They're re-aggressing on the short side. phzy's holding for this. They want to push because they hear util.
Oh, he jumped!
The jump! Oh no, it's such a messy round. Plopski's in with a double. Just Poison left to beat. 45 seconds. He's got time on his side. Running away now, loud on the rotation. So Poison's aware. Plopski, will he commit to this? Looks like he does have his heart set on the B play, sneaking the rest of the way. And this lull in the action, this going quiet, might lead Poison to believe that he's read this wrong. He will hold his guns for now. Stick to his guns, rather. He's holding it too. He's got the bonus point. Here we go. Oh no, it is that reality setting in where he's going, oh, I've been duped. I've fallen for it. The Molly's now giving it away. Poison's coming back, but he doesn't want to go through.
No way, yes he does.
Go through. He's so low. Oh man, Plopski's going to swing out and close it. That is a devastating round.
For everyone involved.
Everyone. We all had to watch it. We all had to see that.
Oh, dude, the missed timings, the scroll wheel hit for phzy. Oh, and then Poison running the molly. It was ballsy, you'll give him that, but no shot in time. Too low, too easy for Plopski. 3 kills in the round. Great trading, but just an unbelievable round. All things considered. NiP on the board again. Bouncing back. Fnatic, they've got one more rebuy. It's not the best, but it will do. Double mid, and Hampus is not ready for 2. Layered. They'll have their cake and eat it too. 4 on 4. Rez picks Alex through the smoke. He's been trying to fight through it in the past. This time finally comes back to bite him. Re-aggression of B might get stopped. The timing is weird. Poison walks into the angle, and Rez will have to trade that kill, but Pepsol jumps back over and makes things a favored round for Fnatic finally. What will NiP do in this weird moment? The bomb has been seen at the B bomb site, but Fnatic know that NiP could go anywhere on this lower area. They'll hold off. 1-1-1.
Plopski, hero from the last round, might have to be the hero player again. His teammate's dead, brushed aside his res, and so Plopski now needs to embark on another one of these clutches. It was a 1v3 last time. This time, same stakes, different position, bomb out in the open, and time turning against him. 30 seconds, that molly. Oh, it doesn't bait the peak like he was hoping for. Smoke on it. And that should seal the deal on the round. It should be pretty rough for Plopski to find anything else. And yeah, tries to make the play happen with the flash. Poison's good to find him. And I tell you what, even if Poison didn't, there was that big flank coming in. So his time was really, really numbered on this earth. Yeah, you know, 4-4. Nice response out of Fnatic.
Yeah, they've had good re-aggro, right? Even like last round on the A site when they went for that double push on short, yeah, it was a mess. It was phzy jumping that caused the problems, but they're nice ideas. They're catching NiP, even though phzy was holding for it this time. He didn't have the angle to, cover Poison walking in with the orb. Just good timing for Fnatic on those calls. They seem to make these mid rounds interesting, even when they have no right to be. Now it's a broken buy for NiP. This back and forth affair continues. They don't have the utils to long anything naughty out, so it might just have to be something more standard, just an execute, double smoke wall on A. If they want to do that, they've got to get ramped back first, and we still have Alex and friends fighting for it. Maybe a re-smoke. Looks like a lineup to me. Or not, just lobbing it in.
It's getting a little awkward, right? They want to explode, they want to go, and this smoke isn't going to deter them. I think you've done well to get your deep player out of position there on the side of Fnatic. You bought yourself a few more seconds. This boost up for phzy. Nice off angle to try and get one and then fall back into the safety of this A site. But you got to remember, it's pistols you're up against. They could run you down, and instead, it's going to be the AK making first contact. The Eagle now of Hampus hoping to follow up, and it will. Alex on the receiving end, and oh man, it's just success all across the board. Every fight that NiP take, they win, and they win convincingly.
Yeah, you got to save. Locked out again are these B players. And wow, that was a masterclass for NiP. Nothing to it, but perfect headshots. I like that. That was a lineup as well for phzy. Usually, when you want to smoke bridge to take ramp back, to take forklift area back, you would have to go and throw it from where Alex plays on that short side, push down on yellow, bounce off the wall. He's actually got a lineup that goes above the big box and lands pretty well. It scared NiP for a moment. The ramp was getting taken, but it wasn't. And as Fnatic concede it, NiP just wreck them. Exits will be found by Fnatic. They're going to keep their guns. That's something. It's still a nice, tasty lead for NiP, who, if they want to rebuy with full AKs, are going to have some problems with utility on a couple of these players, but should be fine ultimately. They get it done with less. And with both these teams trading rounds so often, it's only going to hurt Fnatic more, right? Like, they're the ones who are going to feel the brunt, feel the pain, having to force buy on CT side, not having kits, not having this utility to stop these A assaults, constant low weapons.
Something that's kind of, you know, like, because very rarely this ever, like, plays a huge deal of impact. When they hunted there, Banjo getting a kill on the attempt at the save actually gave him the $300 needed to drop an M4 over. Nice. And so it's, like, allowed for this whole investment to even come in for Fnatic, right? Otherwise, it probably would have just been an eco around the saved guns. But now you've been given a bit of a reason to invest into this, to give it a go. And they're back to this double mid setup again, right? This is a really nice way to hold middle. It's so hard for Hampus to do any better than a 1-for-1. And Banjo's going to mop up the second man, Plopski, who was meant to trade that mid setup. So that's a lovely opener for Fnatic. Don't set a foot wrong. They were ready for the adjustment out of NiP to send a second man mid and help Hampus out. And it's left them looking all the better. 4-on-3. phzy, the time in there. It almost looked like phzy was going to peek.
Oh, clear
Instead,
it.
he's mollied at the sandbags. Now that smoke.
Hello? Yeah.
Rez wasn't peeking that either. Like,
they're waiting for a flash. They want to see if phzy's going to get, you know, sent out of this position. I'm shocked he didn't use the nade on him for free damage, but, you know, people throwing mollies, convinced it's already clear. Well, now they've got another molly to appear. phzy in hot water, in hot bother, has to swing and can't do anything about that one. Alex was aggressive, but phzy with a perfect clear. A 3-on-4 has suddenly flipped on its head, and NiP are committing into the A site. Only Poison here to stop him right now as Banjo baits for him from CT.
oh man, the timing for Poison. He just turns to try and look at ramp, try and watch for the run-up with that smoke down in the site, and that's when Rez is ready to go over on short now. Another one of these ecos coming down the barrel for Fnatic.
Yeah, it's just so meticulous there for NiP as well, right? Like, they get all the opening kills from ramp side. That's where 2 or 3 players get spotted, caught throwing nades, and then the actual commit comes out of short. That's why Poison's got his back turned. It's just really nice. A little detail, and it makes NiP wait a few more seconds, but it gives them all they ever wanted, which was that one man who could do anything in Poison. Banjo was just too low. So yeah, we've seen NiP's T-sides get cleaned up in recent time, and stuff like that plays a big part.
They got shot by Pepsor in mid aggroing. No one's watching the ladder drop. Now Plopski, it's all right. He's finally on the angle. That was really the only chance for this to get too messy as if that flank got away with murder. And now that it hasn't, it's all down to a flock of USPs in this A-bomb site. And, well, there's no running far away from that one. Rez, 4 on the opener. And phzy's lonely flank through middle leaves him all alone in an impossible round. So this one's been dealt with nicely by NiP. They keep it flawless. The ace is stolen away for his boots. And no one touches chair.
Well, this ain't Rocket League, Harry. I think he's okay. I think he's fine. Tunneled in right now on NiP with a 7 round on this T side. They've done their job, right? Anything else is just gravy.
I would have loved to have made a Rocket League joke, like, oh, well, you know, he's zooming around. I don't play Rocket League, and I don't know football either. Yeah, and I know they're kind of like closely linked, so.
Ludicrous display.
He's been putting it in there, goal hole enough. Hampus, fast up ramp, and that's ugly. The flash actually throw it over by Rez.
Oh, yes.
Hangs him out to dry a little bit.
He wants all the glory, doesn't he? With more teammates dead, there's more kills on offer for Rez.
That's true.
Ooh, double setup is nice. phzy's just baiting for Banjo. Don't get warbanged, but they're over mid to be already. phzy's got to turn around. Banjo, you're on your own, bud. And they've got the info. Banjo gets cleared by Rez after 1. Still going to be the entry from phzy on the mid drop, and now a 3-on-3. This is weird. This should not be NiP in so much control, but that gap in middle got exploited. Ballsy to call for a mid play after all these double setups Fnatic have been running, but NiP find the gap, and they're exploiting it. Now, however, just Rez, and we said he wanted all the kills. Your time to shine, bud.
Ah,
sorry.
Ah, it had to happen, didn't it? Right, that was finally his chance. You know, his chance at a glorious moment. Dare I say it, you know, he put himself in that position intentionally in the 1v3. Wanted all 4, didn't he?
Yeah, not quite.
Even, you know, without even a second of hesitation, killed his IGL at the top of ramp. And then just dies immediately. By the way, that isn't what Rez did. It was just, once again, another joke.
Yeah, again, it's really, I think your jokes get funnier by the second.
Yeah, you just have to let everyone know. I don't want anyone to think I'm a Rez hater. I think you'd be foolish.
Nice round from Fnatic, though. Holding on against the will of NiP. Certainly not out of this one yet. It has, well, it's already more rounds, but it has looked convincing in some of these CT rounds, some of the calls as well. A lot of opening, well, a lot of ways to get opening picks for Fnatic, right, with these double B setups, baiting for each other. Alex, it's been pretty 50-50 on ramp, right? Like, sometimes been getting these picks, playing behind the smoke. Sometimes been getting walked right past, hasn't he? So it's nothing consistent there. But NiP aren't, you know, recklessly abusing the A site right now. They are running their defaults until very late in the round. Oh, this is it. I like this change. Very quick. Yeah, not ready for that one.
That was really quick. Rez finds the opener, and there's more mysteries to be solved at the top of ramp. Rez doubles up, and I mean, the A site, it's looking so tempting, like an almond croissant.
Yeah, you like mixed the two words.
I put the T's in where they don't need to be. Here we go, spamming the smoke. All right, phzy, the receiving end of Pepe Zora. Over yet. All these spams, finding a lot of damage. Oh, never mind. Plopski coming in through middle, ready to end the round, isn't he? And now the pressure's really on these 2 retaking players. They do deal with the threat in middle. That was the easy part.
Now it's going to get very difficult. Smoke on the bomb, but we got 2 players. Fighting for Estag. Dodges the flash, goes right by him. Good shot for Poison, but he wasn't ready for a double short setup. And that's NiP converting the A post plant yet again. Nice round out of Rez, man. Continues to give us the goods. These double entries up A. He realized what Alex was doing as well, right? Playing these close ramp positions, pushing through smokes. Very ready for it. Fnatic. 5 rounds to their name and broken yet again. Banjo's had a better performance though, 14 and 9. Numbers alone, he's looking good. Often been part of these double mid setups. If not, then he's been over towards B stairs. Rez back to his usual tricks, picks on A. And with pistols in play, this should be a nice clean one for NiP. Okay. Although, hello. Okay. Hello. Oh, dear, baby, no.
Oh, no.
Happens to all of us.
Yeah.
The best and the rest.
Oh, no, Banjo, they've seen him. He so nearly got away with that, too.
Oh, yeah.
In the end, it is another NiP round. 9-5. Them's the office hours right now for NiP. And it's also the scoreline in the server.
Yeah, well, they're doing quite overtime today, Harry. It is 9 p.m. local, so if they're doing 9 to 5, I'm not sure what's going on.
It's the other way around, though. 9 p.m. till 5 a.m.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
That's the schedule.
So they've just started. They've been on the clock for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
This has been a quick BO3, and it's going to get quicker. 1 round left of this T side for NiP to run wild. And phzy, wow, I can't believe he goes back for that after the last 2 rounds of getting picked, him and Alex, who still will. phzy over the smoke. Hampers won't find phzy, who gets out for free. Good escape to keep things in a 4-on-4. He's playing sandbags with no smoke. It's always a risk, but NiP are not interested in A just yet. They're still holding off on both sides of the map. Hashtag still waits middle.
Dude, he's throwing this little one-way. I don't know, I've got a feeling about Hampus. I think we're about to see the transformation from Hampus to Slampus. Here he is, up through the shorts. Oh, gee, I don't know, that one. Yeah, all right, here we go anyway. He will get out of there.
Yep.
And with the swing up close, they're not holding for him. Poison, I think phzy was under the illusion. He was holding for the close walk there.
Could have been a timing.
Little awkward. Still, only one for Hampus, Plopski. Creeping out into middle and is on the receiving end of phzy. Now they're up through the B ramp and phzy's here. Ready to hold the line. That Molly's given up the aim of the game. Knows that they're about to come his way. Now rotations have been called for as well. phzy's not content with sitting on his laurels though. He wants to get involved here and now.
Good flash. And yeah, when we've seen NiP come up these B stairs, they've often just been flash peek from middle. No exception and no time, 15 seconds. Oh, phzy's not being given squat, but more blind. And Banjo is there to close 6 at the end of fnatic CT side. It's respectable, it's commendable, but is it enough? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. NiP looking to close out this series 2-0 to start their Pro League run after the break.
Welcome back. It's NiP in the lead over fnatic, 9-6 at the end of that first half of play. NiP rip-roaring and ready to go, Hugo. That's how I'd describe this one, right? They came into the day dominating on Mirage. Fnatic's map pick, they put up a, albeit, you know, weaker scoreline than what we saw there. So Fnatic having a little more fight in them, but they're really going to have to kick it up a notch now with their T side about to begin. Any words from you, Mr. Byron?
I was just about to start giving you some words, but you know, a bit more breathing room would be nice, Harry. It's fine. I'm here. Hi. Fnatic.
Our lips probably shouldn't be this close together,
yeah,
but
please.
They did only spring for the one headset, so I do have to lean in very close.
I'll bring my own next time. And yeah, they're getting hyped. They're getting hyped over at NiP. They've been pretty loud all series long. Not heard any war chanting for fnatic. But I think with the way this game has been going, they've been barely holding on. So it's par for the course. Here we go. Plopski with the dualies. It's usually phzy who wields these weapons alongside his AWP. Alex lining up B utility. Bomb is coming back to join him through middle. Flash going over the tippity top. Plopski is looking to stop this B aggression, and they've already run up by him one. Maybe a double. He's got enough bullets for it. Spamming the smoke. Can't find the kill. It's his teammate to take it instead, and Rez picks him out of the air. Oh boy, that one's going to sting. phzy now with a pistol of his own in a 1-on-3 for the 4K clutch, and no kills given up. They're back in elevator, very passive, and now they sit on the bomb.
If anyone could do it with a pistol, though, it's phzy, right? An ode to phzy. Here you go.
Yeah. See, when you hype it up, that's when they lose. I found that out the hard way as well.
That's actually shockingly true, because one of the best clutches we ever got to witness was the refresh 1v5, and I literally straight away, I was like,
it's a first kill, nah, it's done. Second kill, nah, it's still not happening. Third kill, maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stop. But yeah, I don't know. I think it worked, Harry. I think it sounded good.
Cheers, man. I'm glad we were able to iron this out.
Yeah.
Live, on air, unfiltered. Just pistols now for fnatic, though. So not really too much riding on this one. Flash to try and pop them through.
Look, Harry, a wise man once said, Cadian, you can't win Pro League like this. And yet he did, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
We're not always right.
That's true as well. Because he did win Pro League like that.
He did. Just like that.
That's
flash.
Oh, down coming in.
Beaky.
With 4. He's almost up to 30, isn't he? 26 and 11, and there's still many around left to be played.
He's had 2 4Ks against full ecos. I'm taking 8 of those kills off of Rez's counter, and I'm spreading them amongst his team. It's the right thing to do. But yeah, Rez has had a phenomenal series. Back on Mirage, no exception. This is Playground. And here on Vertigo, fnatic, they've got to hit that ground running. They've got to start strong in their first rifle of the T side. What have we got?
Well, it's slow towards ramp, but phzy's the guy trying to gain some real estate over at that B site. At the top of this smoke, Poison just spamming through right now. Both players going untagged. Re-smoke in, that's a nice response, right? fnatic actually throw one down, just a little bit ahead of it as well. Hampus, not deterred by this smoke, he's playing up close to it. And this silenced A1S, man, it's so scary peeking this when you hear it spamming through a ramp smoke like that. Okay, that's a very nerdy double mid setup. We'll revisit that one. We'll put a pin in it, and if Banjo does walk into the Lion's Den, which he's not, making the right decision, he saw the sign and he was like, Lion's Den? I got no business being there. So he's going to go and join his teammates over here at the A ramp. 45 seconds. fnatic, they've got util to make this play happen once.
Yeah, no fakes, no second chances. Smoke's going down, Hampus spamming on timings, he's even got a molly, that will be weird. He threw it in just late enough that as soon as the molly fades, the smokes will be a couple of seconds later. They don't have a lot of room. fnatic need the plant while the smokes are down. It's a real weird situation, and there's more mollies to go in. Luckily, that one doesn't bloom. Set off in the smoke, now they faded, the plant is never happening, the kills have got to instead, and flashed in, NiP just fight everyone on the site. Oh dear, don't throw the round away, 10 seconds, phzy in a 1v2, he can't really stick it, he's gotta go for the kills, fake tap, 1 frag, and it's not allowed. phzy locks him out of the round, and it's 12-6. Nice try for fnatic, that was very rough, with the pressure put on by that late Molotov on default, and yeah, NiP just keep throwing themselves into the round. No point where fnatic were given room there. So despite having the execute, they are the ones who get guillotined.
Oh. Yeah, that one was worth replaying. That was a gnarly camera angle. I really felt that, you know, on like on a deeper level. And now we we've reached a deeper level of calling here for Fnatic. They're just called a bit of an A ramp rush, and they're getting turned to literal dust. Rez hits 30 kills here, putting a stop to the A play. Ooh, can't quite make it 31. Maybe that'll teach him that when he hears pistols, that's not his time to get involved.
Yeah, a little more high stakes, right? Not a full eco here in this round, so important kills. Banjo's throwing nades, they now know. And Hampus is going to close. It's just looking so free for NiP, right? Obviously only pistol rounds, but even gun rounds have looked pretty convincing like that as well. So yeah, it's just flowing like butter right now. Melted butter. Left next to the radiator with the Alex's cheddar.
With the Alex cheddar, yeah.
Yep. 13-6. And here we go, Fnatic. Their second buy of the half. It's got an AWP this time. Banjo the hero dropped it over. Let's see if it was worth waiting for.
Rez wants to try his hand, gaining info here at ramp. Poison now scoped in on the angle, but it's phzy's AWP to make first contact. Oh, a double. Deary me, might have been flashed, but phzy's on a tear. And with help from Hampus, this A play just gets annihilated once again, man. It looks similar to when they were on the pistols, but it's a little more drawn out. Still the same, you know, horrible ending to the round, and that's with everyone that was ramp bound getting ruined.
The flash is what makes phzy shoot, right? If that flash doesn't even come in, maybe Poison wins the fight. Like, it was a 50-50 there, and phzy just shoots him right through the edge of the smoke. Just a beautiful round from the guy. phzy dead as well, and it would have been it's going to be Plopski rather to lock out Fnatic yet again. 14-6, and it's all coming crashing down. I would have wondered what would have happened with the AWP if it was ZTR here over phzy, right? Like, what was the plan there? Would we have seen it in Rez's hands? Is Hampus going to be donning it? Like, you know, you've got a lot of players who can run that weapon, but I think it is exciting to see phzy back in the server. This guy is sick, and he's proving it right now against Fnatic. So 14-6, Fnatic had to buy here. phzy's trying to fake out A, but of course Hampus has pushed all the way down. They know it's coming. Ouch. That's a lot of ood for S-Tag.
Yeah, those are some meaty nades. And now this double sight setup, I mean, it's very grimy, right? You just hope that if Plopski makes contact, if he goes like 1-for-1, it would be cool. They don't account for S-Tag, and then they swing it together. So yeah, while everyone was homed in on trying to deal with Plopski, S-Tag came as a bit of a nasty surprise. Hampus' wrap. Only good for one, but there's Rez to trade it. And yeah, you know, Fnatic tried to launch a B play, and within 10 seconds of that decision being made, there's 2 players at ramp behind you. I think that kind of speaks volumes for where this game's at right now.
And this is just going back to what Maui said on the desk after the first map. It doesn't even feel like, you know, it's not like NiP are out cooling Fnatic in a lot of these rounds. It's just individually they are better. It feels like a get out, a caveat, but they are just destroying. All the players are stepping up tonight. Alex is 4-18. He was at 4-7 on the A ramp on CT side. It was looking good. It's just fallen off ever since, and we haven't had anyone really stepping up and saving rounds. If anything, numbers-wise, it's Banjo and phzy top of the team, the Academy League guys, in this game, but it's never felt like Fnatic have truly been in it in this T side. Another double boost setup. I like the cool, but S-Tag, he is cool as well. He's going to hit a quick flick and even sees Alex's backpack around the corner. He knows he's running in. Nice shot for S-Tag. 2 already, and he's looking to shut down the day, to go to bed with a smile on his face and just 3 kills away from that fact. S-Tag's got another. There's a knife kill. Where? How? S-Tag's killing everyone. phzy knife Rez on A. I don't know, but this might just be it.
Go
give us the ace, baby. Give us the ace.
Whoa, don't steal it, Hampus. I swear. Oh, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for trying to steal aces. He's put in the dirt. This is S-Tag's round. This is S-Tag's moment. This is all 5 to close the game. phzy's blind. Oh, goodness. Whoa, no. phzy's going to get it. But it is the NiP win in the end. As far as last rounds go of a series, that's one hell of a way to end. Where'd the knife happen? I couldn't tell you. But that's all for this one. NiP run away with it 2-0, unscathed and looking good.